Hyundai coupe, 2.7 litre V6. Just want to give you an overview of the car, a couple of its little faults and some common problems you might find with a Hyundai coupe. We'll start here at the front with the bumper. Varying stone chips. And the two spats on the side there have been scuffed and retouched up with spray paint. Passenger side headlight, there's some product on the lens just here. And then onto the bonnet, there's varying little marks and touch-ups. The bonnet has faded ever so slightly to a pink colour. Move round to the passenger side here. And just little stone chips all over the wing. Little marks just in there, but absolutely no rust on the actual arch itself. Having a look at the wheel there, a little bit of curb rash. But a really good tyre on there as well. Passenger side door. Couple of marks just down there. Wing mirror is slightly faded with a couple of stone chips in it. Passenger rear quarter. The rubber seal here hasn't started to bubble up or lift. There is just a mark from there to there, and another little one just there. Onto the rear arch. Again, absolutely no rust on these arches whatsoever. It is very common for them to rust out just here as they join the bumper, and then just down here where the side skirt joins the body. Rear wheel, same again. A little bit of curb damage, but a really good Michelin tyre on the back. The fuel filler cap, it has had touch-up paint on it. The lacquer is quite severely damaged. The long aerial has been cut. It's not sharp. Passenger side rear lens is in good condition. The rear bumper's in okay condition, but it's got various marks where the lacquer has been damaged and things have been loaded and unloaded. There's a nice big long one along the bottom there. And the rear number plate's got some water marking to it. The tailgate itself, no real marks. You've got the low-rise spoiler on there, which is a bit of a pain when it comes to cleaning because you can't quite get cloths just underneath there where the brake light sits. The spoiler itself, there's various little marks on there. No rust around the rear wiper around there. In the boot, this is the lower part of the airbox. This sits just inside the passenger wing. It's very common for it to be removed to make a short ram air intake or what have you. The original jack which would sit inside there. It's also the same way that you would get to the rear light, it's just by removing these little screws. They're the same on each side. Yeah, again, you've got more parts of the air intake system to remove. Put it back by all means. You've got the Samba red touch-up paint, which is the colour of this car, and there's the spray paint that was used to touch up the bumper. Some extra bits that come with the car. I ordered one Hyundai oil filter and they sent me two. It is recommended that you do actually use the Hyundai oil filter. Something to do with the flow rates, as well as Shell Helix 10W40. Two bonnet struts in there. It's very common for the bonnet struts on these cars to go weak over time, and you could be working underneath the car and have the bonnet drop straight on your head. This wheel cover thing's a bit of a farce. It doesn't quite stay where you want it to most of the time. It does also have a cargo net, and you've got your two ISOFIX points there for a child seat. 50-50 split rail rear fold seat. And a partial shaft without any big holes cut in it. Driver side rear lens, again, nice condition. There's possibly a small little scratch on it just there. It's quite hard to tell because I haven't cleaned the car. Just a mark just there. Again, on this wheel arch, absolutely no rust. The wheel's got a bit of a good chunk of curb rash just there. But again, really good Michelin tyre on this one. The driver's door. There's a dent just here where someone's opened a door into it, and it's got various little chips out of that as well. The lower mirror cap is missing. They're quite hard to find by themselves, so a replacement mirror might be in order if that was something that bothered you. Onto the wing, and quite clearly there's a good bit of lacquer damage just in here. Small section of lacquer damage there, and a touch up just there. Again, no rust on the arch, and a really good tyre on this wheel as well. Underneath the bonnet, this is the bit that really sold the car for me when I brought it. 2.7 litre V6. The belt at some point has been changed. I can't give you a date as to when. I've got no history of it actually being done, but it has been changed at some point. You can clearly see the markings there. And no rust to the front of the bonnet. Again, it's very common for them to rust along the front here. Driver's door card. A little bit of paint flake on the handle there, but no significant damage, and the handles are intact. These are made out of quite flimsy plastic, and if you're a bit heavy-handed with them, you can snap them. Boot pop, it does work. Electric mirrors, electric windows. Along the door sill, again no rust. Very common in the corner here for the rust to start breaking through. Seat base height adjust. A little bit of wear just there, stitching starting to come away. Rear seats, I don't think anyone's ever actually sat in the rear seats. You got a little storage bin just here on the left hand side. Again, absolutely no damage to the rear. A little bit of scuffs here on the back of the driver's seat. Some rub there where the plastic of the seat belt's been rubbing. Storage compartment. You got your torque, MPG, volt gauge in the middle there, along with your fog light switches, front and rear. Backlight adjust, stability control, headlight adjustment. And while I'm here, give it a quick start. Now, this car's got an immobiliser with it, and to start it up, turn the key, hit the button on the right hand side, and then you can just fire away. Really quiet engine, really quiet. Passenger side door. Again, no damage and no rust. A little scuff just down there. A little bit of marks there from like a dog or something that's been sat on the seat. A little bit of leather tan, and that should clear that bug. This seat has tilt and slide with a cargo net on the back. Cup holder. And quite a spacious glove box. There is a light in here, it just needs a bulb. Fans will work perfectly fine, and I do believe the AC actually works in this one as well. There you go. Changing revs on the engine. No wanted smoke. And just to finish, I'll give it a little blip so you can hear it. There it is, Hyundai coupe, 2.7 litre V6,